Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Sarah Bernard, and still with me in the studio is Dr. Rachel Glick from the St. Louis Kabbalah Center. We were talking about the center in general, but let's talk about some of the specific events and things that you do at the center, because you were starting to talk about that, and you've got lots of exciting things going on during the evenings, it sounds like.
Yes, yes.
So what are some of those things that people can attend?
Well, every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. in the bookstore on downtown Clayton, we have practical Kabbalah. And our teacher is either here live giving it or streaming, and he usually goes over 2 to 3 concepts that we can actually go deep in, but then specifically apply it and be practical in our life with it.
So do a lot of people come on Tuesday nights?
Yeah, it's been growing. It's very exciting.
And you don't have to sign up, just show up?
Right, that when you show up and you pay whatever the class is worth to you at the end.
Okay.
And we usually have between 20 and 35 people there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
wow.
Sometimes we've had more, but yeah.
So you have a space in the store for all
Yeah,
this?
we set up a classroom within the bookstore.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And what else do you have? So it's Tuesday nights and something on Sundays as well?
And then Sundays we have a series, Kabbalah 1, Kabbalah 2, and Kabbalah 3. They're each the basics to give you the principles, the core concepts of the wisdom.
Okay.
And so we'll do it 2 Sundays in like a crash course. So fly in on a Sunday and do 4 hours, and fly in 2 weeks later to do the second part.
Wow. So is that something that one would need to sign up for ahead of time?
That one is better to sign up for.
Through the bookstore.
Yeah,
or the website.
exactly.
Yeah, great.
And those are always like ongoing. We just finished Kabbalah 1 and we're starting Kabbalah 2, and then there'll be 3, and then we'll start up Kabbalah 1 again.
Okay, okay.
And then we have been, the bookstore in St. Louis has really been a pioneer for the Kabbalah Center International with a variety of things. One is the bookstore concept. We have an amazing teacher. And
so there isn't typically a bookstore in different cities, or?
Most don't have a bookstore. They have a Kabbalah Center. There are 39 Kabbalah centers, or 24 Kabbalah centers worldwide, and there are study groups, but to have a bookstore is another step up.
Oh, wow.
in terms of
so you're at the
desire
forefront.
and yeah.
And so the movement is growing here in St. Louis.
Yes.
So I want to make sure we talk about, you've got a big event coming up in Clayton at the Sheraton, an astrology event, astrological. So tell us a little bit about that, and how does Kabbalah intersect with astrology?
So it's a specifically Kabbalistic astrology, and which is different from Pop's astrology. Pop astrology you might see more as like forecasting and
horoscopes, that kind of thing.
Exactly. It's very different in the sense that the purpose of Kabbalistic astrology is to help you find your strengths and your weaknesses, to help you transform, to help you deal with people in your life that you may not know how to deal with, and to go inside and learn more about yourself. And the origins actually go back to Abraham the patriarch. Okay. And there's a book called the Book of Formation. It's 4,000 years old, and he talks about the solar system and the galaxies and the influence that that has on each person and on our lives.
So like pop astrology, is it based on birth date or year, or how is it determined?
Well, there's traditional, I mean, pop is what you would see in the newspaper.
Right.
But what we do
Which is based on birth dates.
It is based on the month you were
signs.
born, sun signs, exactly. With Kabbalistic astrology, you do see some similarities with some of the traditional, but it gets a little bit more into helping you transform.
Okay. So your event coming up,
yes.
We just have another minute or so to talk about it. So tell us, what can somebody expect to find at this event? Workshops, individual?
The leading Kabbalistic astrologist internationally at the Kabbalah Center, who's never come to St. Louis, is coming to St. Louis April 22nd. Sunday it'll be at the Sheraton in downtown Clayton. And she's going to give an overview of explaining what Kabbalistic astrology is, and also give us some practical tools to actually take with us to how to use learning about what your sign is and the people in your life and what their signs are.
So is this an all-day event?
It's 3 to 5 p.m.
Okay, 3 to 5 p.m. and it's on the screen right now.
Okay,
so 2 hours,
great.
so that's not a big time commitment. And is it something that we have to sign up for ahead of time?
It's best, you can sign up at the door, but it's best if you sign up in advance.
Okay.
And you can contact the bookstore, which then I think the number's on there.
Is here on the screen.
Yeah.
Right, perfect. So April 22nd at 3 o'clock for 2 hours in downtown Clayton at the Sheraton. And you're going to have the special speakers and that kind of thing. And what else can people expect to find? Is there any other key thing you want us to know about before we have to sign off?
Well, as far as the astrology, we're expecting it to be enough people. And she's such a gift that she's coming to St. Louis. Like, I've done astrology charts and learned from her, but it was over the phone or having to travel to see her.
Yeah, well, it sounds like a testament to all the work that you've been doing over this past year, and you're getting lots of attention for that. So good for you, and best of luck with that event coming up. That sounds really great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Glick, for being with us. So we need to take a break, but remember to keep up with STL TV and all the great events going on around St. Louis. Friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can always watch us streaming live on stltv.net.